So this is Story Jumper. This is the one that I've done a lot of presentations for teachers and even at conferences. And this is a really good project platform that you can do with your students. Some of the things that I've done include my Navajo students and then also my other students in other classes. So let me just show you what Story Jumper is. You can actually import Google Classroom classes here. This one that I'm on is actually free, and you can develop your own classes. When I did a presentation at Native Innovation Conference, I actually set up like a room for that, and then my digital story class. But let me just show you what Story Jumper can do. You can create a book, and the one that I've created is actually this one. And this one is actually digital where you can hear. So let me just share with you pretty quick how this goes. Chia Shikdan Kanagi Gina Nalton Ayina Sad Okapili Ahiniya Nalton Aya Destiny Raj Ayor Satan Ator Isko Ato Narakay Vichia Ata Do T Pop Attack is Disco Satan. D A Boss Satan Attack Aware Ayor Satan. Also, the Kinesh Busy Attack Chi Chen Yishka a bet it's gonna 8 Satan that was again back to Mandigia Fayish Lejo Sata Ba Nitkele Lashti Damasi Yes. If AJ Ayoda Aya Chiyan Nihiesta. So that book is the one that I made, and this is not very this is not very hard to produce. As you can see here, you can edit this, comment, share, save, or download. But when you download, you can actually purchase this if you wanted to. These are other books. So let's go back to home. If you go back to home, it gives you different ways of doing, like I made several of these other books. And then if you go here to the library, you're going to see, you can even search for books. There are so many different kind of books here that were produced, and you can listen. Once you establish a free account on here, you can listen to any of these books that were produced by other people. If you want to be very specific, so let's do, I don't know, let's just do Native Americans. And let's see what kind of books we find. So if you did Native Americans, you're going to find so many different books that were produced by people. And let's just go through, let's go back to the top and let's do this one. So if you click on it, you open it up. You're not able to edit this because you're just reading someone else's book. And as you can see, there's no voice recording. They don't have this recording option. This one, you just read. You just click on it and then you just read. And then this one, if you see these, they're narrated. They're the ones that actually have the voiceovers. So you can actually click on this, just like I did on the other one.
Read by the author, Jehovah. This is to all the people who are quarantined and miss their friends and family like me. For a fun game, try finding the red heart and the game on each page.
So if you notice, this one's narrated. So how do you create a digital book. If you go here, what you're going to do is you're going to click on create a book. There are several templates that are available for you, or you can start with a blank template. And then if you click on here, you're going to notice that it gives you a line, like a time frame. Well, what do you call it? A story page, like stories. Like it gives you all these pages. You don't have to have all those pages. You can actually delete them. So if you notice that right here, it says delete page. So if you wanted to delete that page, you can say, okay. You can even make it, maybe just like even 5 pages if you want. But if you go to the front cover, you're going to notice that there are different options of these colors. You can choose any color you want, and then it gives you some designs here. If you wanted to do purple, you can even do that. You can even change it if you want. And then if you notice over here, you have props. These are characters that are already on here. You can design your characters if you wanted to make it like a Native American, like a Navajo. You can even go back to the skin tone, and you can even make this individual with different eyes, eyebrows, mouth, hair, glasses, so forth. So if we said, yes, we're finished, our character is here. When you click on it, see how it shows up over here? You can put this person right here in the front if you wanted to do that. You can click on this and say, Gina. So I'm using, down here, I have changed it to my Navajo keyboard. That's what I use. So this is Gina. And then I can even change how it's set up, the font. And then I can say, Ba'olta. Ba'olta. Ayila. We're just going to say that. It's really not really specific on what. I can even change the color, make it a different color. I can change the size, stretch this out. I know that's a weird color to use right now, but it's okay. I can even tilt it, and then I can even reshape it if I wanted to. I can move it around. I can move this one around if I wanted to. It gives you different tips in case it doesn't show. Like what it's doing is telling me that I should lower this. So it's okay. Okay, so I can even add the sun if I wanted to. I can stretch that out if I want to. Let's just say Gina did sit down. Okay, it's just saying that I'm at home. Let's go ahead and change that font size to 24. I don't know. Let's just try to play around with this. I can put it back the other way. It's okay. We'll just mess around with it somehow. But these are the design. These are the props. And then if you go to the scenes, this is the one that will capture in the back. So let's just click on something. See how that changed? It covers the whole page, and you can't move it like this. If it's a prop, you can move it. If it's not a prop, you can't move it. It's set up. So let's just say she's at home. So pretend this is her home. So she's at home right now. So we don't really need the sun, so we're going to delete that. If we want to make it straight again, we can do that. So then this is where you can add your photos. These are the photos that I have that I've uploaded. If you wanted to do something like okay, let's go say we don't want this scene in the back. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the picture you want. So this is like a rock point. If it's a scene, it covers the whole page. A prop, you can change the size. So it's really up to you. So if I did scene and I say yes, I click on it, look at what's going to happen. It covered the whole page. So then I can say, let's just change this again. Gina, Gina had no. Where is Gina? She's at home. So we're just coming up with whatever just to see. Okay. So then we go to the next page. This is where you can add who you're dedicating this to if you want to. And then over here, you can even search for other places, other pictures if you want to add that on. Say you want to say that you are just over here, you can click on them and then they show up over here. So it's one of the selections that you can choose. So I can go like this and see how it covered that. And then I can click on this and then see how it covered that. So then I can go back to props. And then I want to have my friend. My friend is going to be visiting Gina Hadanawa. This is where you can add the text. You can even make it look like this person is talking. You can change it and then move it around and say this person is talking and say something like She a Joe Linish. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. So he is saying She Joe Linish. Yeah. It's okay. So then we want to go back to props. Let's put a dog. What's a big dog? Let's make it stand right there if you want it to. You can do anything you want on here. You can even add, let's do sheep. So there is a sheep right here. Okay, so now we have the sheep. See how the sheep showed up? You can add it over here. If you don't see what you want, you just search it on here. So we want to do horses. Let's do this one. And you can click on it and then see, pretend the horse is running way over there. So see how you can do that? Gina Hadanawa, Ba'ota Ayila, Adoshe Joyin, and then over here you can leave it. So what you can do, how you add the voices right here. So then you click on this. So I want to say Gina Hadanawa. So I'm going to click on it. Gina Hadanawa. See how I click that and it stopped? And then you can re-listen to it. Gina Hadanawa. Gina Hadanawa. So notice that I didn't add this one. So I need to redo it. So I'm going to redo it. So I'm going to click on it. Gina Hadanawa. Ba'ota Ayila. Gina Hadanawa. Ba'ota Ayila. It's okay, so we'll just click it and save it. Okay, so then we go to this page. We want to record this one now. she'ejoyinishya yat ed. Okay, we'll just save it. Well, it'd be nice if it was like the sound of a voice, so that's where you can do this. So if you want to review this one, if you want to share it, this is where you can do this. How to upload your pictures, in case you're wondering. Say I wanted to add something else on here. I click on this under photos, and then I can click on add your photos, and then you browse or you drag them on. So I'm going to click on my photos. So I have some iCloud downloads, and let's just add this picture. I really like that picture, and then let's see how it runs through. And then I want to use it as a prop. That means that I can move it around and resize it. See that? And I can even still cover the page if I wanted to. And then it takes a while to get situated. See, like that? I can even move it around if I wanted to. I can get very creative if I want to do this. I can even add other things in the back. And then you can even go back over here if you wanted to choose something else. Or you can type over it. You can even add the fence looking one. And then you can type and then say, since I'm from the Bebechan V12, and so see how I did that? I'm just giving you ideas of how you can do this. I can move it down here if I want to. I can change the color. There's so many things you can do. Even the background color of this. See how you can change that one? You can even make it this color if you don't like it. You can make it white. You can make it how it was already. Okay. So those are the things you can do. And then say you want to see how it looks after you like actually add up more pages. What you do is you save and exit. When you save and exit, it's right here. It gives you the option to go back in. So now we're going to listen to it. Well, we need to move her face. So say I need to move her over here so we can re-edit this and then go back over here and then we can move her over here. Oh, she's a very tall girl. So just leave it and then you can do it again. See, now she's over here. And then we click on the page, but I didn't add anything, but I added this one and we can listen to this one. So if you did the narrative all the way through, you're going to hear something. And of course, you can do this in English or in Navajo. You can even switch it back and forth if you want to in both languages. You can even do a description. So right now, this is on my page. If I wanted to share this, I just need to click on share. And then I will go down and I can make it public, or I can share it with friends, or I can just copy this and email it to someone else. When I email it to someone else, they click on it. They actually do not enter your actual page like this. They will just go to this particular book, like how these other ones show up. They're not able to edit the page. Edit the book. So if it's finished, it's going to indicate right here that it's finished. These ones are not finished. I started these as examples, and this is what you can do. And this is something you can do with your students, and you can share it in your own class setting. But a lot of teachers are using Google Classroom. This is something you can utilize. So it's a great opportunity for students to actually put their own words out there, develop their own books. They can even make it as as personal as they want. This, as you can see, does not have a narration, but this is something that I had started to work on for my family. And see how I just have my grandparents' pictures and then how I just started to talk about them. And I'm talking about my family, my siblings here, and then my own kids right here. So this is something that I was working on, and I don't know if I'm going to do, I'm probably going to add the narration, but in the meantime, this is how it is, and I can edit this and I can add more to this if I want to. So this is Story Jumper. If you are interested as a teacher to utilize this with your students, and like I said, there are other opportunities. These are other ones that some of my students from before have written. So it's really fun to do. Students, I believe that their creativity comes out. They also become more comfortable talking, hearing their own voice, and then they can actually use their own pictures to develop this. So, teachers, consider using Story Jumper. As I said, it's free. The only time you end up paying for it, like I said, is if you want to buy it. And if you want to buy it, it becomes yours. And I'm not sure how people utilize that, but I've always just used this one as an example. So that's what I wanted to share on Story Jumper. And when you're registering or you're setting up your account on this one, make sure you do the free, and then it gives you the opportunity to have your own page like this. So if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me, and then I can help you and guide you in setting up an account like this. Or I can even help you with setting up some of these if you want to, but it's so simple. I take a lot of my own pictures, I download it on my computer, and I upload them. And that's how this becomes customized, or they're so personal, and you are actually able to make it the way you want it to look. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you.